right, guys. So, because this is writing week, we don't technically have a set article that we are supposed to read. However, I did my teacher model over Prometheus and Zeus, so I'm going to read this article to you. When you complete your exit ticket for this lesson, you're going to do your exit ticket over Medusa and Athena. So, I know that we've already read that story. I thought it would have been easier for you to complete your exit ticket based on a story that you are already familiar with. So remember, when you do your exit ticket, you're going to do it over Medusa and Athena. So I'm going to start off by reading the story of Prometheus and Zeus. And then once I finish, I'm going to go in and highlight a couple of pieces of evidence that I think will be great to use when I'm writing my argumentative essay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The myth of Prometheus, the thief of fire. Prometheus and Zeus. Prometheus was one of the Titans who, at some point, were sent to Tartarus by the enraged Zeus, who didn't accept the Titans fighting against him in the famous Battle of the Titans. However, Prometheus was not directly involved in the war, so Zeus saved him from Tartarus and gave him a mission to form a man from water and earth. Prometheus accomplished the task, but while working on his creation, he grew fond of men. He didn't care much about the gods and their hierarchy, and however friendly treated by them. He was much more comfortable being around the immortals. In any case, Zeus' idea was not to have men with any unusual power, but Prometheus was thinking the other way and decided to steal one of the powers Zeus was particularly sensitive about: fire. Thinking about stealing fire was easy, but it finally proved a bit more complicated. Prometheus, known for his wit and intelligence, had an immediate plan to trick the goddess, throwing them a golden pear, and some versions apple, into the courtyard with the message, "For the most beautiful goddess of all." It worked as he planned. The goddess started to fight over the fruit while gods were completely enjoying the scene. All of them were distracted, and Prometheus didn't have a hard time stealing the fire from Hephaestus's workshop. Hephaestus was, among other stuff, the Greek god of fire. Prometheus happily left the god's playground and took the fire with him, either in a hollowed pumpkin or a hollowed reed, depending on the interpretation, and brought it to Earth and gave it to humans. Oh, how Zeus was mad. After so many times being defied by Prometheus, Zeus decided that it was enough. Nevertheless, he made Hephaestus himself to chain Prometheus on Mount Caucasus, where the eagle would eat his liver forever. But time passed, and Zeus offered at one occasion to free Prometheus in exchange for a revelation in the prophecy that predicted the dethroning of Zeus. Prometheus refused. But much later, Zeus' son Hercules, on his journey to fulfill the 12 labors, passed by the Mount Caucasus, saw Prometheus, and decided to kill the eagle and free the chained titan. Zeus was very angry initially, but eventually agreed to grant Prometheus his freedom. Well, some sort of freedom, since Zeus wanted Prometheus to carry a reminder of his punishment forever. He ordered Prometheus to make a steel ring from the chains he was in and wear that ring from then on. Since then, the mankind started to create rings in order to celebrate Prometheus and commemorate his help. All right, so we finished reading our article. I'm going to go in and I'm going to search and look for some evidence that I think would be great to use in my claim for my argumentative essay. All right, so I am skimming through. So we know that he formed a man from water and earth. Uh-oh. Okay. So that's the first thing. I am going to highlight that. All right, Prometheus. Let's see. So we knew that he grew fond of men also.